Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back your lovely, lovely faces to a brand new video here on the channel. We got some great horror news coming out over the weekend, and some of it is great, some of it is like, ooh, how's that gonna play out? Let's jump straight into it. So the first one is that Shudder, they officially announced that VHS 8 is coming out next year. Is being released next year. Now VHS Beyond is released in the last 2 weeks. One of the best entries in the entire series, and especially when you get to like number 7 or number 9 overall, because there's like 2 spin-offs. But VHS Beyond is a phenomenal movie. It's so good. But we got VHS 8, which was announced at Comic-Con over the weekend. So, fresh out of New York Comic-Con, Shudder has officially announced that the 8th franchise installment, VHS 8, will be coming to the horror streaming service next year. Created by Bloody Disgusting and Brad Miska, the found footage horror anthology franchise kicked off in 2012 and has spawned 6 sequels: VHS 2, Viral 1 exactly great. I do think Viral is the letdown of the entire series, because the way the things that they tried doing is like, you tried with too many camera angles. You tried making it more like a proper movie instead of what it's meant to be of found footage. But then you had obviously 94, which is good, 99, which is great, 85, which is amazing, and obviously VHS Beyond, which is just phenomenal. And as we were saying, you got Siren and Kids vs. Aliens. But saying now that they've actually brought out and they've announced that VHS 8 is coming next year, I am so happy. And obviously it's got the ones there, which is VHS Beyond. Just look at the talent that is involved with this. You know, obviously you've got Kate Siegel, written by Mike Flanagan. That is for The Stowaway, which is not a bad one, but it could have done a little bit more less shaky cam with that one. My favourite one out of it all, though, is Live and Let Dive, which is a story about the skydivers and it's the alien invasion. So good. And it's, out of them all, it's the one that has got your heart in your mouth. But obviously the one that opens it up, Stalk, which is just absolutely just, if you love horror, like zombies sort of thing, that's the one. There's gunfights, there's chainsaws slicing people up, it's absolutely amazing. But then you had, obviously, Justin Long, who has kind of moved away from his comedy era into the horror genre, a bit like how Elijah Wood has done it. And Fur Babies is just messed up, but they are good. But then obviously now VHS 8 coming out next year, I cannot wait to see it. Now moving on to something which is absolutely incredible to see, and that is mostly because I grew up in the early 90s and the late 90s obviously, where VHS was everything. And Alien Romulus is getting an official VHS release from 20th Century Studio. Now with this film, it is out there at the moment if you want to watch it on digital and everything else. The resurgence of the VHS format continues, with 20th Century Studios announcing that they'll be releasing Alien Romulus on limited VHS. You know what? It's so good to see that they're still doing this sort of thing. So, the fully functioning VHS tape was created in celebration of the 45th anniversary. Wow. Jeez, 45th. Yeah, it's nearly 50 years. Oh my god. That's insane. Check out the box art for the upcoming Alien Romulus below, which will be in a full screen 4:3 aspect ratio with an English stereo language track. Oh, it's amazing. The film now available on digital as we go on, and it goes through about what's currently on the featurettes that are coming to Blu-ray and DVD, which is bonus features, featurettes, filmmakers, behind-the-scene content, and alternate and extended scenes. That's the one I can't wait to get. But this is what we got. This is the poster, well, the box art for the VHS limited edition of Alien Romulus. Now see, looking at that there, that reminds me of when I was growing up and I was going to Channel Video. So where I live, Channel Video used to be a little family-run video store down the side street. And it was one of the best places ever. Obviously, we had Blockbuster in town and everything else, which that normally had the more people in. It was Channel Video that actually had so many obscure horror titles, because that is actually where I first saw my first proper horror film, which was A Nightmare on Elm Street, because of my sister. She showed me when I was 8 years old. The bitch. But yes, going on and seeing all of this and just seeing that box art there, that just makes me so happy, because this day and age, it seems now that box art, like perfect example, I got Chucky Blu-ray by here. It doesn't exactly look much, does it? You know, it's like, oh, it's just Chucky standing over the White House. That is it. Box art on the original DVDs when they first started coming out and VHS, they were always just so cool to look at. Now it's just like, yeah, we'll just slap a poster on. But again, with this, you can say, oh, they just slapped a poster on there. But this is a VHS exclusive poster. You know, you don't see many of these things anymore. Which it does suck, because some of the special edition or collector's editions that they used to do for DVDs were incredible. Same as Blu-ray. Now they've just gone, oh yeah, just put this out there. You know, spread it across 2 discs, which they do not need to do. They just want to say, oh look, 2 discs. But it's not. A Blu-ray disc can hold 80 to 100 gig of data. A film is normally around 60 gig. 20 gig, you can have some of the features on there, but they don't do that because they're like, oh, we want to make it look more special. That's why they cross it across 2 discs. But that's what we got by there. I cannot wait. It doesn't really say how much it's going to be, but again, I don't think it'll be available here in the UK. So I will have to have a little check out, see what's going on, and seeing if I can actually acquire a copy of it. Now, last but certainly not least, this is the main story, guys. Luca Guadagnino is directing a new adaptation of American Psycho for Lionsgate. Now, there's going to be so many people regarding this because the original, well, the only version of American Psycho with Christian Bale, it is an iconic film. However, it was only made in 2000. You know, so it's, yes, it is 24 years old now, I get that. But it's so seminal that this movie, it's a bit like Back to the Future. You cannot remake them. You just can't. Same with American Psycho. However, according to this article, as we will get into it, that is going to be a new interpretation of the actual book. Now, obviously, with the book is very, very hardcore, completely different to the film. And to be honest with you, it's one of my favorite books ever. But there's things left in the book that doesn't actually come out in this. And it's like, are they actually going to do some of the things that was a little bit taboo that they couldn't do back then? Because this day and age, we got Art the Clown, unrated goodness, slashing kids up in the cinemas, which is just absolutely incredible. The film's great. If you haven't seen Terrifier 3, go and see it. But with this, I'm not too sure. I really am not too sure. But this is what we got. So the director of the 2018 Suspiria, which is not bad, but it's not exactly great. Oscar nominee Luca, Bones and All, which is a great movie. Challenges, not my type. In the final negotiations to direct a brand new interpretation of American Psycho. Scott Z. Burns will be scripting a new movie, which is being described as a new adaptation of the aforementioned novel, rather than a remake of the 2000 movie. Obviously, the book was directed by Mary Harron from a screenplay by Harron and Guinevere Turner, with Bale starring, say it is, in the original and iconic movie adaptation. Christian Bale nailed that part, he really did, because he lived as Patrick Bateman. It's almost like, imagine if American Psycho was made with Daniel Day-Lewis. Imagine that. That would just be insane. But as we got by here, it does go on to say that what the book is, a wealthy New York City investment banking executive, Patrick Bateman, hides his alternative psychopathic ego from his co-workers and friends as he delves deeper into his violent, hedonistic fantasies. The new film will be produced by Frenzy Films, executive produced by Sam Pressman, son of Edward R. Pressman, producer of the first adaptation. We are thrilled to add another elite filmmaker to our upcoming slate. Luca is a brilliant artist and the perfect visionary to create a whole new interpretation of this potent and classic IP. As you can see there, Scott Z. Burns, he has actually done some good things. The Bourne Ultimatum, the TV series Extrapolations, and it's going to be interesting who they cast. I think that is going to be the big thing here. Who is going to take over Christian Bale's role as Patrick Bateman. It's, at this moment in time, I have no one in my mind for the role, because Patrick Bateman to me is Christian Bale. That's it. It's like with people my age, our Batman is Michael Keaton. Christian Bale did a phenomenal job. Ben Affleck did a great job. Val Kilmer, I love Val Kilmer. But Michael Keaton is Batman. Christian Bale is Patrick Bateman. Michael J. Fox is Marty McFly. You know, that's what it is. It's, you can't have anyone else as it. Deadpool, Ryan Reynolds. Wolverine, you know, Hugh Jackman. No one can take those roles and make them any better. So seeing who they got by here, what are they actually saying down in the comments, actually? Are they saying who they think? So, yeah, you know, literally, the original has attained a classic status. Yeah, Bale's performance. Anyone thinking they can do better will join the list of those who thought they could do a Psycho, RoboCop. They are there still, yeah. Only American Psycho I want to see is a TV miniseries that is a direct adaptation of the book. Yes, include the zoo scene, yeah. I was going to mention that, and I was like, I really do hope they put the zoo scene in, because it's just mind-boggling violent. And it's like, oh my god. When I first saw the original film, I saw the film, then I read the book. And I was like, the book is 10 times better. Why didn't they put this scene in? Started digging into the behind the scenes and stuff. And Mary Herron was like, yeah, we took some scenes out because it does not go well. Obviously, some characters morphed into others in the film as well. Like it was meant to be a secretary instead of the call girl. And there's so many things going on. And with this, I think that's right, what Brad has said. It should be a TV series. Because doing that and doing a direct adaptation put on HBO, oh my god. That would just be incredible. So what we got by here now, other ones, saying about Luca, he pissed me off because he's got this career in full swing. Every time I try to watch his films, I end up wishing I could say his name properly, yeah. He's a poster boy of Letterboxd, like that dude who doesn't care about performances, that had Emma Stone get this every which way from Sunday. Keep this man away from Psycho. His Suspiria remake was balls. It wasn't that bad. It wasn't great though. But what else we got? I love American Psycho. Interest in seeing another version. Remakes don't piss me off because the original version is still there to watch at any time. Oh sorry, this is a retelling of a novel. They'll have to make sure to cast a perfect Bateman or it'll never work. Yeah. 1000%. But if you look though, going through it, it's like, who do you have? But yeah, so, this one by here, no, this comment by here by Guru. Oliver Stone was meant to direct American Psycho. And as you can see, he had Leonardo DiCaprio was starring as Bateman. Cameron Diaz and Jennifer Lopez were either cast in film roles. Yeah, it was, if that was actually made, I think it would have been better than the one we got. But the one we got is amazing. But obviously, it's Oliver Stone. You know, that would have been literally like, it would have been Natural Born Killers violent. You know, that's what it would have been. But yeah, so obviously you can see about people going by here now and talking about the actual book and going through things. But yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how this is going to go. Obviously, I want someone who is going to do the series or do the film well. But Christian Bale is Patrick Bateman. No deniability there because the guy just made the role his own and he was just phenomenal in it. So we will have to wait and see. If you are new to the channel, like and subscribe. Let me know what you think about this down below. Do you want a new American Psycho? Do you think they can actually up Patrick Bateman with Christian Bale or someone else? Let us know down below, folks. Are you looking forward to VHS 8? There's so many things coming out that I cannot wait to talk about and see and share with you guys. Like I said, if you are new to the channel, like and subscribe, hit the notification bell, and I'll see you soon.